Oh my god, literally everybody's gonna hate me. What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we are talking about Love Island. Why it's still here, its toxicity, and should it be cancelled? For anybody watching who doesn't know what Love Island is, even though I'm sure most of you that clicked on this video do, Love Island is a reality show competition where you win by being A, likable, and B, in a couple. It's kind of like the romance version of Big Brother. Everyone chills in a beautiful villa and tries to get themselves booed up. It's basically trash TV at its finest, but it's also incredibly problematic. And the thing is that we all know that it's incredibly problematic. And I've been wondering, in the world of cancel culture, how has this show survived? It seems we're all aware that what we're watching is toxic, and yet we still watch it. It's almost like we have excused Love Island. And I'm guilty of this. My personal viewing history with Love Island is I basically started with Love Island Australia, and I love that. And I was like, you know what, let me go to the OG. Let me try out some seasons from Love Island UK. I watched a couple seasons and I enjoyed it. And the thing is that I watched it even with my qualms. The double standard, the sexism, the gender stereotypes, the lack of diversity, the LGBTQ erasure. But even with those qualms, I still watched it. So why do we excuse Love Island? As an avid reality TV fan, there's something about reality TV that makes you feel connected with the people on the screen, especially with shows like Love Island, Jersey Shore, Geordie Shore, Jerseylicious, rest in peace, which is why I believe reality TV is so successful. With Love Island, obviously, firstly, it's great television. I mean, it's great like trash TV. Let me not say great television. It's super dramatic, there's lots of conflict, it's incredibly entertaining, so it's already got that going for it. But on top of that, you are watching a group of people go through this experience. You watch them be vulnerable with each other, you watch them fall in love, you watch them get their heart broken, you watch them getting cheated on, you watch them getting rejected. So naturally, you grow a liking to these people, and because Love Island runs for an entire summer, you truly do develop a sense of connection with these people. But not only that, Love Island is an event, and it's an event that you feel a part of because you vote for various things that occur in the villa. You vote for who stays, you vote for who goes, you vote for who's the most compatible, who's the least compatible. Your opinions affect what happens in the villa. So all of these components, I feel, have made us all kind of ignore the problems with Love Island and almost become complacent. And herein lies the danger. I don't know about you, but when I watch the show, I'm always thinking to myself, how would I be in the villa? Which boy would I pick? How would I handle this drama? How would I handle this conflict? And then the answers flood in. I'm not skinny enough for this show. I'm not pretty enough for this show. And I'm definitely not girly enough for this show. And for a show that's only requirement is young people looking for love, it seems like they are very selective about who specifically they're bringing into the villa. And it makes you think, do they have some kind of agenda here? Now, before we deep dive, I asked a couple of my friends that do watch Love Island their opinions on the show, as well as went on my Instagram, though I have a very small Instagram following. I did put up some polls to hear the people's thoughts on the show, and these are the results.
I've watched Love Island 2020 and I've watched Love Island 2021, or I'm currently watching Love Island 2021.
5 and 6. 5 was when Amber and Greg won, and then 6 was when Paige and Finn won.
From the UK version, I've watched 4, 5, and 6, and from the US version, the latest version, which is, I think, is number 3.
My favorite season was obviously Love Island 2020. It was just a really exciting season. This one had so much love between Luke and Cheyenne, Mike and Priscilla, and then the ones who actually won Love Island. I keep forgetting their names. But I just felt like that Love Island had a lot more genuine relationships that you could tell like these people actually really love each other.
My favorite season was the season 6, Paige and Finn. Well, firstly, it happened in South Africa, which was pretty cool, like in Cape Town, so it was nice to see. And secondly, like I felt like it was the most wholesome cast. Okay, besides a few of the cast members, like I really enjoyed like the front runners.
My favorite season would be the US. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think the latest season, so season 3 of the US version.
So basically, there's a lot of reasons, well, a couple of reasons why I feel like the show is problematic. Firstly, I personally don't feel like it's so necessary to have everybody walking around in their bikinis the whole day. Like, why do we need to see women half naked every day? Like, why do you put them on show? Why do you need to put women's bodies on display to get views?
I just think it's problematic. It has a lot of faults and stuff. I don't know if they get to choose what to wear, or if they should always be in bikinis. I wouldn't personally always hang around in my bikini.
Anastasia, Love Island is problematic on so many levels and for so many different reasons. I think firstly, it perpetuates this notion of this very stereotypical idea of beauty or ideal. Love Island's premise is that it's bringing regular people to find love, but somehow these regular people always end up looking like these supermodels. Even the guys just look like these really extra built guys. Like, where are we seeing the regular men who don't spend 27 hours in the gym? Okay, thank you very much.
We only have the perfect woman, well, in their eyes, like thin, mostly white.
They also have an increasingly problematic lack of diversity on their show, and I don't think they're going to get away with it much longer. That's what I have to say about that.
Also, I feel like the producers just make you see what they want you to see and believe, and then at some point maybe you think this person is like the villain, but actually they're actually quite nice. I think the producers alter your view and somehow lead you to the winner, you know, like they've already like chosen who they like.
The LGBTQ community, yeah, Love Island isn't really catering to them either.
Everyone is straight, first of all, so there's no diversity in the show when it comes to sexuality at all. I feel like it's not a good representation of the population, should I say. Race-wise, you know, sexuality, it's just not where it's supposed to be for this day and age.
Would you ever go on Love Island? No, of course not.
Definitely. Of course I would.
I would never go on Love Island.
I think it's extremely exposing, and I do think that there's so many of the challenges that I just wouldn't want to be a part of.
Why not? It's an adventure, meeting new people. I might have to go to the gym first so I look half decent.
Firstly, I'm not like a size 0. Secondly, I'm queer. I don't fit what they're looking for. I wouldn't want to be standing there on live television with people talking about me. I think it really takes a toll on the mental health of the cast members. Like, it's just not something I would put myself through.
Why are you asking me this, Anastasia? Why are you judging my choices?
I don't know, because I'm crazy.
Because we just came out of a pandemic, because I need things to watch.
I kind of like the drama that happens, and I like to see the people who are coupled up, how they progress or not progress. I just like watching the drama.
No, I have stopped watching Love Island, so I'm not watching this season.
I think the biggest reason, to be honest, is that I feel like Love Island strangely unifies the UK. I think I watch Love Island for the same reason that I don't follow football, but I watch the World Cup every single time it comes around. It's more just the aspect of, oh my God, we all know we're gonna watch this, and it's a guilty pleasure, but we're all doing it. That's the reason why I watch Love Island.
I'm just gonna throw something out there. Love Island is modern day propaganda. Bear with me, okay? First, let's define propaganda. Propaganda is the spreading of ideas and information for the purpose of helping or injuring an institution, cause, or person. Common examples that come to mind when you say the word propaganda are Hitler, Nazi Germany, the Cold War, USSR versus the US, and the US Uncle Sam military conscription. However, propaganda is not as archaic as you think. It is all around us, but since we're talking about TV, let's put our focus there. Now you're probably thinking TV is entertainment. There is no propaganda there. Actually, television is a great place for propaganda, and you've probably watched some shows that have been defined as propaganda, which are basically the words cop and propaganda put together, and it's basically media or shows that are created to promote celebratory portrayals of police officers with the intent of swaying public opinion for the benefit of police departments and law enforcement. Shows like NCIS, Scandal, Rookie Blue, Hawaii Five-0, Chicago PD, there's a reason you can always find them on cable. It's because they were made to subconsciously enforce the idea to viewers that cops are good guys and you can believe in the system because the system is just. So in that same vein, I started thinking about Love Island as propaganda. And I know I'm being a little dramatic, but if you just give me 5 minutes of your time and let me explain. I feel, as a society, we have made good progress in terms of fighting against sexism, racism, homophobia, toxic beauty standards. And though the battle is definitely not won, we are further along than we were 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, even if it's just the way that we think today as a society. And so when I watch Love Island and I see a girl getting slut-shamed and nobody calling it out, or a boy being excused for saying some misogynistic trash, or the lack of anybody gay, or the same body type and Eurocentric features, it makes me think, A, this is not a true reflection of society, and B, this is incredibly dangerous. By putting this shit on screen under the guise of entertainment, no matter how good it is, it's making these things okay, it's normalizing them, it's justifying them, and it's kind of enabling / re-enabling these kinds of ways of thinking and this kind of behavior, which to me feels a lot like backpedaling on all the progress that we've made. This is me stating my case. Love Island, it seems, has a societal agenda. The agenda being to enforce a whitewashed patriarchal way of thinking, heteronormative gender stereotypes, as well as to profit off of beauty products and treatments. Now, I know that was a lot of words, so let's simplify. We'll take it back to our propaganda definition. So the ideas that they're spreading, there's 3. Heteronormativity, aka straight is the way. Patriarchy, aka men are the best and women need to be put in their place. And white supremacy. The institution that these ideas are helping are the beauty industry and any kind of conservative government. Okay, so let's get into this. We'll start off easy.
Anything fake you don't like?
Fake, yeah. Personality and looks, so fakeness it is.
I don't know why he keeps saying fake. It's rude.
One of the main issues a lot of people have with the show is the way that they portray beauty. The show basically promotes toxic beauty standards, mostly for women, but also for men, I will not lie. They do this by showcasing only one specific body type. For women, it's thin and hourglass shaped, and for men, it's very muscular and tall. For both men and women, in terms of face, it's very Eurocentric features. In doing this, it's sending a message to young people, and honestly, just you don't even have to be young, like anybody, that this is what beauty is, this is how you become attractive to the opposite gender, and that is just simply not the case. And one step further, when you don't see yourself represented, you start to think that there's something wrong with your appearance. And I mean, that is just like toxic media affecting your self-esteem 101. Not only is the show damaging your self-esteem, but it's also using your low self-esteem that they created to make you buy shit. And all of this ultimately just puts more money into the pockets of the beauty industry and the fast fashion industry, because even after the show, they use the cast as influencers, pawns, to sell you numerous beauty products. And the thing is, you're gonna buy it because you feel connected to these people that you spent an entire summer with. And that is the beauty industry capitalizing on toxic beauty standards.
Michael, as the last single guy, you are coupled up with the last single girl. You won day. Off you go.
It's no secret that the show has been called out for its fake diversity and how they tokenize people of color.
Most times, Love Island will have the token black girl. They will only ever bring another black girl once the other black girl that was there is removed. There's never really a thing of seeing multiple dark-skinned, for example, black girls on Love Island. I have a problem with them inviting people who don't like all types of girls. In the sense of, I do think that when you have a dating show, whilst you should have your preference about the kind of woman that you want, I think that a lot of times, again, I can only speak from the perspective of a black woman because that's what I am. They always end up having the one token black girl whom most of the guys that will come into the villa will not be attracted to. It's like, if you guys are going to have the one token black girl, then make sure that the guys that will come into that villa are equally attracted to her, and they don't try and do the whole, she's attractive, but we always know they're going to end up with someone else who's going to be the bog standard girl that they're expecting. Love Island is definitely, it just lacks so much diversity. They give you all these different types of white people, but they don't give you different variations of black people. And aside from that, there's also a huge lack of diversity among amongst the Asian population. We need representation and diversity, and those are my biggest issues with Love Island.
Hi, I'm Joe.
I'm Amy.
I'm Anton.
I'm Amber.
Callum.
Anna.
Sharif. Curtis.
I'm Lucy.
Michael.
You one day.
Tommy.
The gender representation on the show is very specific. The women are all hyper-feminine and the men are all hyper-masculine, and though there is nothing wrong with that, there is something wrong if that's the only gender expression you are showing. Because when you do that, it seems like, okay, this is the standard. This is what you should all be working towards, and that is just simply not the case. There's a million gender expressions. I should see that on the show. When you see this, it makes you feel like if you are male or female, that this is how you should dress. This is how you should look. This is how you become attractive to the opposite gender. And this is how we fall into gender stereotypes, and more often than not, gender stereotypes are sexist and misogynistic.
Yeah, I'm not overthinking it, but it'll be interesting to see if she is all mouth or not.
So first, let's talk about the double standard. Many a time have we seen a girl do something on Love Island and get shunned, and a boy do the exact same thing and nothing happened to him at all. A perfect example of this is Zara Holland from season 2, the worst season ever, the season that literally made me stop watching Love Island. Basically, Zara had intimate relations with a new boy that came into the villa who she was not coupled up with, and the next day she got ripped a new one by literally everybody in the villa. The boys, the girls, even her best friend was slut-shaming her and telling her that what she did was inappropriate, that it was wrong. Nothing happened to the guy. Nobody said one single thing to the guy. What made matters even worse is when Zara left the show, she got stripped of her Miss Great Britain title for what she did on television. We love a double standard, don't we? Another thing that the show loves to portray is the crazy woman stereotype, and this is perfectly shown in season 5 with both Anna and Jordan and Amber and Michael. In both instances, the boys were in the wrong, they fucked up, but they made the girls feel like they were being crazy when they were calling them out on their shit, and made them believe that it wasn't as big of a deal as it was. When in actuality, they were just standing up for themselves and calling out the bullshit that they saw. Another very negative stereotype the show loves to portray is any sex-positive women on the show being unladylike or the bad girl. Mora was subject to this, and not only that, Mora was subjected to another stereotype, which is any sex-positive woman surely has had so many sexual partners. The let's see if she's all mouth. Now, even though I feel like that was a teachable moment, if Mora hadn't spoken up for herself and explained it in the way that she did, it would have been another Zara situation. Because without someone to correct this behavior, it just further normalizes misogyny and almost makes it okay for any man watching the show to act accordingly. These moments happen all the time on the show, and they are brushed over all the time. And this is because not everybody knows how to articulately deal with the situation as Mora did, or are even educated enough to know how to. This, I think, is done purposefully by the casting directors and the producers of the show. Meaning, they're not only selecting people based on their race, sexuality, and looks, they also want to make sure that you think in a way that would benefit the show. They can't have anybody here challenging the system. God bless Mora, she slipped through the cracks.
Love matches are Amy and Anton, Lucy and Joe, Amber and Callum.
Where are the gay people? The way the show is designed actively excludes the LGBTQ community. The show's format is very reliant on gender and straightness. If a gay person were to enter the villa, it would throw the whole show for a loop. ITV Commissioner Amanda Stavry literally said in an article, "Our only stipulation for applicants on Love Island is that they are over 18, single, and looking for love. Are gay people and bisexual people not looking for love?" Because it's ridiculous that in 7 seasons, there have only been a handful of bisexual contestants. And you'd think to remain relevant and show their true desire for diversity and inclusivity, they would change the format to include gay contestants. Funnily enough, in that same article, it was stated that gay islanders won't be included as they won't fit in with the show's format. Change the format. Or at the very least, make another version of Love Island that includes the LGBTQ community. And the thing is, there is a market for it. We have seen many shows find success where The whole premise is bisexual people on the show, or gender fluidity. It's not like Love Island would be taking a huge risk by doing this. And I could argue a bi/gay Love Island would be even more dramatic, because then nobody is confined to staying within their specific gender. But obviously, they won't do that because they are pushing a heteronormative agenda. Of course, all of this is obviously my opinion. All of that being said, should Love Island be cancelled? Ultimately for me, yes. I wouldn't be opposed to a revamped Love Island that would include the LGBTQ community and was generally more diverse and more aware of what the fuck they were putting out. Yes, they'd have to change some fundamentals of the show, but they've done it before, so I know that they can do it. It's just I know that they won't. So I'm like, yeah, cancel it. All of that aside though, I think it is super important to be aware of what you're consuming, propaganda or not, because we are easily deceived, and what you watch will shape you in some way, consciously or subconsciously. So whether or not you continue watching Love Island, which is literally none of my business, I hope I gave you some food for thought, or at the very least, gave you some crazy conspiracy theory to share with some friends. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Play nice, please. And also, I want to say a huge thank you for 1,000 subscribers. If anybody's coming for my Good Girls video, I want to say a huge thank you for all the love that you guys gave me on that video. If you have any suggestions of things you want me to talk about in the future, please do let me know in the comment section. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!